Hi guys, this is Luckii with Luckii Sevens Tarot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the channel. Today is a little bit different video. I used to do these a while ago. For those of you who've been subscribed to my channel, you probably remember I haven't done one in a while. So I'm long overdue. But this is a tarot deck review, okay? And I meant to do this video for quite some time, but circumstances have prevented me from doing it. So I'm trying to get it done today. The deck that I'm going to be reviewing is called the Music in She Oracle deck. And the reason that I do these is in case you want to buy these decks of cards, so you know if it's worth it or not based on my opinion, okay? And this is going to be an honest review. Full disclosure, this deck was sent to me by the company that made the deck in exchange for my honest opinion of the deck. So I don't get any proceeds. I'm not getting any benefit for doing it other than the fact that I get to keep the deck of cards. Okay. So as you can see, the box is unopened. We're going to open it together and I'm going to go through the cards and talk about how I feel about this particular deck and how it could be of benefit to my business or to your tarot reading experience. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, guys, so we have the Music in She Oracle deck. It is a 42 deck oracle card with the guidebook. It says, I got the music in me. Music in She Oracle is designed to guide you through present and upcoming opportunities and challenges from the inspired perspective of the greatest female music icons. Navigate situations, emotions, or creative issues with these iconic artists by your side. Use the guidebook included to further your knowledge of each artist's life, their music, and their archetype they represent to assist you on your journey. You can find this deck on musicandshe.com. I'll put the link in the description box below. It was created by Math and Medium LLC. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the deck and see. I love the colors of the box. I love that it comes in a box, obviously. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, I love this. All right, so obviously we have the guidebook. I absolutely am in love with the colors. Oh, this is so nice. We're going to read about these in just a minute, but let's actually get into opening the cards. I'm going to tell you, as soon as I flipped the deck over, there was Aaliyah, and Aaliyah is one of my favorite artists ever. And she's a fellow Capricorn, so I think that's beautiful. Okay. And she's number 1, which is the angel, and that's very sweet. I will tell you the first impression, the deck, each card is very flimsy, and that I don't like. All right, because if I use this deck often, this would be something that I would have to buy more than once because of how often I use my cards, and I could see that this would be hard to keep for an extended period of time, okay? But so we've got Aaliyah. And before we even get into this, just to kind of give you an idea of what these cards are representing, we're going to read some of these. I'm not going to read them all because that would take forever. There's 42 cards in this deck. Okay. But Aaliyah, the angel, represents faith and intuition and ease. It says, at the age of 6, while cast at a school production of Annie, Aaliyah discovered her calling as an entertainer. From that time on, she was focused on becoming a world-class performer with experiences like appearing on stage alongside family Gladys Knight. Aaliyah honed her craft and went on to release her first record at age 14. Her street but sweet style hit R&B and hip-hop fans hard. With her Veronica Lake-inspired hair, mix of baggy pants and ultra femme crop tops, she was the epitome of the cool girl. Her music reflected the same balance with hot, innovative beats a la Timberland. Underneath her cool, breezy soprano voice, she had a down-to-earth vibe down to earth chic vibe, and took her life at her pace, never sweating, taken from this realm at age 22, she left us with her music, which resonates as much today as it did 20 years ago. The application, which is how they want you to receive the deck or this card. It is time to sit back and relax. Maybe there's something that you've been stressing over, focused on how it will happen and the when. This is the time to let it go and have faith that the matter you are concerned with will resolve in time. From an early age, Aaliyah knew in her bones that she would become an entertainer and an entertainer and make it. With a fierce amount of dedication and work behind her major success, she didn't dwell on the question of will I, but was steady on the grind to ensure that she was prepared for success when it came her way. There's nothing for you to stress about. Move forward in your day and trust that things you desire are on their way. Okay. So, in my honest opinion, first of all, I don't like that the book seems to be, maybe they should have edited it a little bit better, because there's like, I see a bunch of, and maybe, I don't know, that might be my Virgo North Node, but I see like a lot of grammatical errors, which could just be that someone didn't go over it and reread it the way that it probably should have been done. But aside from that, I feel like other things could have been used in this situation to more represent the person. Because I feel like they're focusing on more career and experiences, and then here we have it, the card meaning is like faith, intuition, and ease. And yeah, I kind of not fully understanding as to how that relates necessarily to Aaliyah. And I don't know if they did a great job of explaining that per se, but maybe that's just because I have such a personal, like I'm such a huge fan that I feel like it doesn't fully do the card justice, so to speak. So this would be, I'm already seeing that this is probably a deck that I would feel more intuitively drawn to rather than the actual meaning of the deck or the cards in itself. All right. But I love I love this idea. I love the depiction of Aaliyah. She looks beautiful. Whoever did this painting and the artwork, that's amazing. You've got Annie Lennox, the empath, which I'm not even familiar with who this is. If you know, please put it in the comment section down below. But again, this is something that I personally already feel just from seeing these couple cards. Like I already feel like this is more of a deck that I would have to use my own intuition on, okay? But Annie Lennox is a singer, songwriter, interpreter. Okay. So, and the application is empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Slow down and connect to people around you. Try to put yourself in someone else's shoes and see what feelings come up. The people around you or even yourself may be feeling disconnected or misunderstood. So ask, how are you doing? Connecting to others and making the effort to try to relate to them, to relate to how they feel, not only connects us more deeply with what the person or persons, with what that person or persons, but also with the compassion for ourselves. See, again, this is more of the grammatical errors in this explanation make it very difficult to understand what the writer is trying to convey to some degree. So that's an issue, I think, with this deck. But I love these cards. I mean, I love the cards. Aretha Franklin, the Queen. See, to me, it just evokes so much more emotion than what I feel like the depiction is giving here. All right. So in the Queen, it's rock steady in your talent like Aretha. Command your audience with confidence in your skills. Singing, speak, write, present, and walk with pride in your stride and joy in your heart. Acknowledge the great gifts you've been given with grace. A grateful heart and authority of your With a grateful heart and authority of your experience, there may be others out there like you, but no one can do exactly what you do. Your approach is utterly unique, but no one has the combination of your experience. There are people, and sometimes I get these as well, where people get song lyrics to convey their stories. Um, that actually does happen to me quite often, but I usually choose not to share it on my channel a lot of times. But this deck would, I think, be really great for those individuals who are, I forgot what it's actually called. There's a specific name for it, but who are able to read and predict things based off of song lyrics. Okay. I think this deck would be amazing for those individuals. Barbara Streisand, the director. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to read every single meaning of every card, but I think you kind of get the picture, right? Betty Davis, the nasty gal. I love this. Oh, this is such a beautiful picture of her. Beyonce, the chairwoman. How could you do a Music and She deck about female music artists and not show Beyonce? Like, come on. She's the bomb. I love that she's the chairwoman in this deck. I actually would like to know the meaning for Beyonce's card. I'm sure a lot of you would want to know too. So it's number 6. And I look at the numbers and depictions of things as well too, guys, because everything in tarot and all of that, like everything ties into everything else. So I do want to read about Beyonce's card. It says, with great power comes great responsibility. If you have big aspirations for your life, your business, or your romance, then you are the only one who can hold that vision. Money and material success have neutral energy, and it's up to you and your attitude around it to direct it towards you. Release any fear or resistance you have with abundance. Free your creativity from I can't or I don't know how, and conjure the queen bee confidence inside of you and keep climbing towards your goals. Ask yourself, am I currently working on making my dreams happen or someone else's? Take ownership of your dreams. That being said, it isn't a one-woman show. It takes a village to make great things happen. Bring in collaborations who are smart and match your enthusiasm. You don't have to do everything, but it is up to you to find the right people to help bring things together. As a boss, the people you're working with will look to you to set the tone and effort. Be sure that you aren't resting on your laurels. Set your bar highest for yourself, and your collaborators will match it. If you need further instruction, peep the lyrics of the song Boss. I like that. Okay, I really do like this deck, guys. I do. I wish it was thicker because these cards are flimsy. Like, I have many other thicker, especially Oracle decks. Oracle decks, because they tend to be shorter decks, tend to have thicker card stocks. So I don't like that part, but I absolutely love the artwork. I do love some of these meanings. Like this meaning, I feel like really does embody Beyonce, you know. I love that it's a 6. You know, 6s are karmic. It usually does indicate some sort of cycle in some way. And destiny, part of destiny, right? You got Billie Holiday, the downbeat. That's interesting. Such a beautiful picture. I love it. I'm sure I'm going to mess her name up, but Jork or listen, I am so sorry. I know I've heard her music before. I've heard of her. But Bork? Oh, I hate that I just messed it up. Somebody please educate me. Okay. I know that she's a classical music artist. And her card is called The Womb. Incubate your ideas and desires. Make a space to be free and daydream. Put on the shelf what others expect from you or what you think others expect from you, and see what grows from within your soul. Make What makes you excited or turned on? Give the mind a rest and let your senses guide you to move or feel, to hum or draw. The womb gives shelter from the outside world, giving a new life to an opportunity, giving new life an opportunity to grow while it's in its vulnerable state. Create a womb for yourself, leave others' opinions and matters behind, and give focus to yourself and important matters at hand. Turn off your phone, turn off your Wi-Fi, go into yourself to discover your needs, calling from deep within. I love that energy. I would like to know how it manifests in relation to this creator. Then we have Cecilia Cruz, La Garachera, which is number 9. And it's funny because this really talks about up-tempo. And I know that only because she's a Latin music singer. I know she's from Cuba. See, yeah, she's from Havana, Cuba, born in 1925. And the meaning of the card is, let me see. The meaning of the card is adversity, optimism, and the sweetness of life. And so they're saying Cecilia was known as La Guerrachera de Cuba, a singer of gachera music who would handle the upbeat tempo and fast lyrics and improvise on a dime. Gachera music has a vibrant party atmosphere with fun and funny lyrics, serving as a potent antidepressant to any listener. When going through a season of grief or high stress, it's helpful to have in place an outlet to expel the worry and pain in your mind and body. It can be a battle cage, on a hiking trail, a makeshift dance floor in your living room, or an imaginary recording booth in your shower. Channel your inner garachera and make an outlet for joy. Doing this can help ease the pain of the moment and restore your faith that we are okay and we will continue to be okay. Take Celia's word for it. There is no need to cry, for life is a carnival and your pains go away by singing. So I really do actually like this card. I mean, I think she looks beautiful, first of all. And I like what it represents because this is salsa music, basically. And I think it's amazing, you know, that the meaning of the card actually does represent the person, I feel like. Then we've got Shaka Khan, number 10. The exclamation point. I love that meaning for the number 10. And it's Shaka Khan, whose voice is legendary. I freaking love this energy. Okay. Cher, the rich man. This reminds me, if you've ever seen the video of Cher when she was doing an interview, and she was talking about her mother, I believe, asking her why she needs to marry a rich man. And she said, "Mom, I am a rich man." And that, I feel like that's exactly where they got this from. I want to see. Let's see. Cher, the rich man. Independence, authenticity, and prosperity. Okay. It says, look at that. My mom said to me, "You know, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man." Mom, I am a rich man. In this iconic quote, Cher confidently yet nonchalantly declares that a man or anyone else is unnecessary in the making of your own success. For many decades, Cher's success was reported on with a yes, but she's not quite pretty, not rock and roll, she's aging out, not a serious singer or actress or actor, etc., etc., but living her life for herself and making decisions grounded in her own desires and needs. She has middle fingered the critics and naysayers and survive and thrive into almost 7 decades of sequenced and snatched existence. Remember, you are the authority in your own life and therefore the one who can make your dreams come true. Yes, it's key to ask for help and rally support around you, but ultimately it is up to you to make things happen. Yes, I love this card. And I love that they didn't just talk about like her music, especially because well, what I best know Cher as is like Sonny and Cher. But Cher had such a, a career and outlook and different things that she's known for that has nothing to do with that part of her life. I love that energy that's what they embodied here. Debbie Harry, the punk. I have no idea who she is. Somebody can educate me in the comments section. I will definitely read about this in the book when I go through it on my own. Diana Ross, the magnet. Ugh, she's so beautiful. She is gorgeous. I want to read about her. She deserves to be read about, right? Diana Ross, the magnet, attraction, femininity, and softness. And I think that totally embodies her energy. All right. It says Diana Ross embodies a feminine magneticism that draws in things she deserves. Call on her when you need to harness your power of attraction to bring you what you want. Whether it is a hot barista, a promotion to covet, or a lavish night at the disco. Focus on drawing these things to you. Meditate and visualize the people, things, and experiences you want more of in your life and call them to you like honey, like a honeybee to a flower. Let your lovely light shine wherever you go. Carry yourself as if there were music inside you. Tap into your own inner goddess, and that beautiful energy radiating from within will be sure to attract all that you desire. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is beautiful. Then we've got Dolly Parton. They could have did better with this picture, I feel like. I'm not a fan of the picture, but we love Dolly. Who doesn't love Dolly? Dolly is amazing. Her energy, her vibe, and here she's depicted as the mountain is the meaning of her card. So let's see. Dolly Parton, tenacity, humbleness, and hard work. Dolly Parton is one of the most humble people in Hollywood, I feel like. And she still helps so many people all over the world. I love it. It says, it doesn't matter where you came from or what you have now. If your dreams are calling, you'd better get to living. No ambition is out of reach with hard work, determination, and a damn good sense of humor along the way. Dig your heels in so you can leave that 9 to 5 behind. I love the pun. Stay focused on your goals and keep a firm grip on your dreams. If you had a vision, don't let others' opinions lead the way from what's in your heart. Humility is a key component of success, so don't be stubborn in your resolve that you get tunnel vision and miss out on sound advice or great ideas. Reach for the stars, but keep your ego in check and stay down to earth. After all, no one likes a know-it-all or someone who is too full of themselves. In true Dolly spirit, take your grit and your gumption and get to work. Take your dreams seriously and don't take yourself too seriously. With a keen objective and a smile in your heart, you're sure to climb any mountain and stay on top. When I tell... Oops, sorry guys. Dropped my phone. Hopefully I didn't break this new $900 phone. But when I tell you, Dolly Parton is absolutely one of my role models in life. I love her. She's always someone that I really, really looked up to, even as a kid. Her energy is beautiful, and I love that she is the mountain in this depiction. Erykah Badu, the sage. Yes. Okay. I wish they had done a little bit better job with the picture of Erykah, because I think Erykah is way more beautiful than this picture depicts of her. But let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay. I love that she is the sage, because we all know what sage is. It's energy renewal, right? Self-knowledge, wisdom, and instinct. All right. Connecting with yourself, your intuition, and your humanity breeds wisdom. Consider before judging, thinking for yourself, sit in silence. What truths come to the surface? Check in with all the facets of yourself, your body, mind, spirit, and heart, no matter the opinion of others, the expectations of others. Put that group think behind and follow your heart. She'll never do you dirty. Create your own Baduism to live by. Sure, it's good to pick up knowledge from others and apply it, but only you can make the best life for yourself. Focus on the silence underneath everything. Love that energy. Wish it was written a little bit better, because I feel like this can embody so much of a deeper meaning with who Erykah Badu actually is. And I wish that they could have focused more on that and what cleansing of your spirit and kind of sage actually does. Be that healing energy. Okay, Fiona Apple, the Daredevil. I love this picture. Gloria Estefan, La Luz, the light. All right, we'll read it. Gloria. Hope, dedication, goal setting. Okay. Rise with the sun on a new day. Now is the time to open your eyes and shine the light on possibility. What are the actions that you can take towards your goals today? If you don't know what they are yet, take some time to write out what is really important to you. What do you love? Start to formulate a plan on how to move towards your objectives and get to it. Watching Gloria Estefan perform on stage, it all looks so effortless. The band is on point behind her. The background singers sway left to right and support. And Gloria sings her luminous 5-foot nothing heart out for us. But behind the scenes exists tons of work, rehearsals, planning, etc. To get to the place where we shine and connect takes much effort, but that effort is made easier when we connect with our why. What is in your heart that fuels you forward? Create routines in your day to help you stay focused on your radiant journey. See, I like this energy. I don't like that. If you don't know that already in reference to Gloria Estefan, you wouldn't automatically assume that based on this card. You would really have to go with your meaning that you see in the deck. And when you're reading, a lot of times you want to resonate with the deck. So if you don't resonate or know like about Gloria Estefan, it is going to be difficult for you to read this card. You're going to have to get the deck, or you're going to have to go with your intuition. Grace Jones, the Panther. What this deck would do for someone like me is make me go and look up the people that I'm not familiar with to become familiar with them. Now, I do know who Grace Jones is, and I'm going to, instead of not reading the ones, not that they're not of any importance. I don't want to diminish any of their work because they're all beautiful women. They're all successful. They have, there's a reason that they're in this deck. But for time's sake, obviously, I'm going to go through the ones that are necessary, that I feel like resonate for me. So ferocity, elegance, and allure is the meaning of this card here. Janet Jackson, the Venus. I actually like that she is the Venus card. Wow. The Venus, sexuality, sensuality, and control. I love it. I really, really do. Because if you think about who Janet Jackson is, even her voice represents, that energy, that sensuality. She's such an icon. Janis Joplin, the blues. Wow. If you're not familiar with Janis Joplin, you wouldn't know that the blues is actually such a really good depiction. Anger, disappointment, and relief is the representation of this card, which I feel like is pretty accurate if we're being honest. I want to read part of this. It says, falling on hard times, perhaps things are looking down and down and down. Take some time to sing your own blues and let those wounds start to heal. Journal about what's going on, write a sad song or some heavy poetry, shut the bedroom door and have it out. Though no one likes an extended stay in a dark place, it is still important to process your feelings and bring them to the light of day. No matter how hard we try to bury our anger, frustration, or hurt, sooner or later they always surface, and the longer we take to feel them and deal with them, the deeper the roots take hold and the more damage they can do. Instead of drowning your sorrows in a bottle of whiskey or indulging in some other destructive behavior, do the loving thing and give yourself space to cry, howl, breathe, and breathe through your pain. It will help you quicken the path to mending your broken heart. Let me tell you why this resonated with me. If you watch my channel, you know what I always say to everybody is you got to grow through what you're going through. You have to heal from what you're dealing with in order to move forward. So this card is a representation of that. I love this energy. And it represents Janis Joplin because she actually did go through a lot of difficulty in her life. All right. Joan Jett, the Rebel. I am unfamiliar even with who she is, but I'm eclectic, which means like I listen to a lot of different music, but I may not necessarily be familiar with who the artist is. So the Rebel, anger, disappointment, and relief is what this card represents. Okay. And it says what pisses you off, be it a person, the status quo, sexism, boredom, a shit job, or a boss. Whatever it is, use it for fuel to propel you to where you want to be. A rolling stone gathers no moss, and nothing motivates like discomfort, dissatisfaction, or even disdain. That's absolutely accurate, to be honest. Joni Mitchell, the painter. Wow. This card represents versatility, evolution, and attention to detail. Okay. Karen O, the Split. I have no idea who this is. It represents duality, expression, and balance. Number 23. Kate Bush, the Child. Wow. This picture actually, to me, what's the Susan Sarandon? I think that picture kind of looks like. Am I wrong or right? Kate Bush represents innovation, originality, and curiosity. Lady Gaga, the alter ego. I love this. Love it. Wow. Okay. Lady Gaga represents vision, self-advocacy, and higher self. That actually is really, it really does embody Lady Gaga's energy. It says, we've all experienced the feelings that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Oh, envy, that dirty little word that pervades social media and our society. But what if we could channel that envy into something else? Superwoman was everything that Clark Kent wasn't, or so we thought. But they were the same person, just like Lady Gaga and Stefani, merging together to create amazing things for themselves and the world. Take out a piece of paper and write out all the traits that you wish you embodied and the habits that you wish you kept and the goals you wish you could meet, and start to create an alter ego that encompasses those things. Once you're clear on that, on who that person is and what they're about, then put them on like a big velvet cape. Sometimes we get stuck in a small version of who we think we are, not good enough, smart enough, successful enough, etc. So it can be an insightful exercise to tap into the big version of you, the superheroine that is a little more brave, more kind, courageous, outlandish, whatever you desire. Put that cape on before you head out into the day. Merge with this big you and take on the day. This doesn't mean that challenges and haters will evaporate, but having the love and support of this big personality with you can help you stay the course and surmount the obstacles in your path to get you closer to your big dreams. Maybe then too, this can allow you to get some altitude on the small version of yourself that may have past hurts that need help raising to the surface to heal, just like Gaga herself. Don't be afraid to seek outside help. Now, on top of that, Lady Gaga is a very big advocate for mental health. And I feel like this card would more so embody that for me than anything else. Now you got Little Kim, the Queen Bee. Okay. And the representation here is battle ready, preparedness, and excitement. Okay. And it says beast mode activate. It's time to prepare for battle. The situation at hand requires you to be present. Do it with style, do it with class, do it hardcore, do it to death. Attack your opponent, whoever and whatever that may be. It's time to bring the best version. It's time to bring the best of yourself, all the energy and focus you can muster to the forefront and show them what you're working with and that you are not one to be fucked with. Need some inspiration to get you on the right vibe? Put on Big Mama Thing or Jump Off or Spell Check or whatever your favorite Little Kim song is to get you hyped. And remember to bring it hardcore. No time to tiptoe around the truth. Talk your shit. Ooh, I like that. That is Little Kim energy for sure. But Little Kim, I mean, as we look, I really do feel like Little Kim could have been an alter ego card. Because as much as she is talk your shit, she's very soft. And she has dual sides to her as well. So there's that, you know. That's kind of the way that I would look at that card more than anything. You've got Madonna, the provocateur. Ooh, I love it. And I love that they have her hair short in this depiction. That's really nice. She represents boldness, truth, and freedom. Okay. Yeah, some truths are difficult to speak, but the reward can be tremendous. Embrace the spirit of Madonna and live to tell. Advocate for yourself and others. Take a stand and express yourself. Your opinions may go against the grain or even be controversial, but you might find that those around you are refreshed by your boldness, respect you for your candor, and may even find you inspiring. Courage is the true quality of leadership, so let your inhibitions go. Smash the status quo and vogue. Ooh, yes, this is beautiful energy. I love it. Mariah Carey, the diva. Very, very, I like that. That's actually really accurate. Self-care, self-worth, and self-esteem. Okay. Why is being a diva gotta be negative? I say that too all the time. What's so distasteful about a woman who is discerning about her performance and presentation? Make friends with the diva inside of you. It is important that you handle with care your needs to be of service to the world and hit your mark. If there are things that you require to do your job right or better, ask for them. If you need time to make sure your hair and makeup are fierce as fuck before stepping out, take it. If you have something to add to the conversation, share it. If you have a vision for something great, make it happen. Being a diva is all about taking care of yourself and your matters so that you can show up and show out as hard as you can. And if the haters are giving you ish about taking up space or speaking your beautiful mind, just respond, I don't know her. I think this was referring to, oh, I forgot who took a dig at her. She did an interview and that's what she said. Well, I don't know her. Mavis Staples, the preacher. Altruism, cheer, an agent of change. Huh. Salt and Pepper quoted her. Mavis's father was so inspired by the message of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that he decided to move from singing gospel to freedom songs, reflecting the sentiment of civil rights movement and spreading the message even further with music. Today, catch the spirit and be a conduit for good. Do a kindness for someone. Be the positive change you want to see in the world. Speak and listen with compassion and an open heart. If you hear a message that moves you, that supports the universal good, spread it with joy and conviction. Write about it, sing about it, talk about it, march for it. Can I get an amen? I love that. That's awesome. Miriam Makeba, the healer. And it's represents altruism, cheer, and an agent of change. Missy Elliott, the mad scientist. And yes, she is a mad scientist, right? Risk, imperfection, and improvision. I love that. Time to head down to the laboratory. Leave outside influences at the door and let your imagination run wild. There's a time to open up and absorb outside influences, and there's a time to put your blinders on and tap into your own voice and vision for what you're striving for. Everyone has their own divine connection to creative manifestation, whether it be a song, a piece of art, writing, or building a vision for your business or life. Plug into that and just play. I love this energy. I love Missy Elliott, and she looks more beautiful with age. It's like the older she gets, the more younger she looks. Nancy and Ann Wilson. I have no idea who they are. They represent partnership, collaboration, and feedback. They represent, hold on. It says, your partner is calling. It's time to change this performance from a solo to a duet. With a partner, not only can you double your efforts or your output, your experience, and also have the gift of receiving feedback and perspective on subjects that aren't adding up on your own. Whether your focus is in the matters of career, romance, or otherwise, it's time to make space in your life for another. Prepare for their arrival by tidying up your home. Make it comfortable for your future guests. Keep some good things to drink and snack on in the fridge. I love this. That's beautiful. Nina Simone. Ugh, she's so pretty. Nina Simone, The Spark. If you don't know who Nina Simone is, wow. Honesty, clarity, and confrontation. This really does embody Nina Simone, right? Strike a match and bring light to a situation that needs clarity. Be forthcoming and unwavering in your truth. Stand tall and tell it straight like Nina on stage. Seemingly looking each audience member in the eye. To ignite a fire, the circumstances must be just right. No wind, dry materials, and access to oxygen. Meaning, take your time, consider all parties involved, get your facts straight before you illuminate your truth. The truth can be ugly, uncomfortable, and painful, but it truly is what sets us free. Beautiful card. Patsy Cline, The Broken Heart. She's Superwoman. I loved her music. Still do. Sorrow, openness, and reflection. There's nothing like a bit of heartbreak to make you feel alive. Maybe you're experiencing a tender heart right now from a romantic breakup or a much anticipated outcome that didn't pan out. It could even be that you've recently experienced something so beautiful and moving that it brought you to tears, like watching Patsy Cline singing She Got You. Whatever the case, embrace your sharp pangs you feel in your heart. When you are going through something, whether it's giddy joy or tremendous pain, it means your heart is open and awake. Take this time to jot down what you're feeling. Remember to breathe and sit presently in the tornado of emotions. You'd be surprised what messages can come through when you're wide open. I love that. But I would go so much deeper with these energies. Like, I would literally learn about every single person in this deck in such vivid detail that when I see the card, I'm reminded of so many different things. To give you more in-depth idea of what I would use this deck for. Patti Smith, The Wanderer, represents sorrow, openness, and reflection. Queen Latifah, The Star System. Wow. Queen Latifah, The Star System represents expansion, community, and influence. I love that. Branch out and expand your opportunities. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Follow your interests. Investigate leads that may be outside of your expertise and see if you can weave them into your business or life. That's amazing, because if you know, Queen Latifah started off in music and then she ventured off into acting, and she's become a huge actress. And she actually went back to music as a soul singer. Like, she's a jazz singer and all of that. And she does beautiful jazz music. She actually had, I think one of her first jazz albums was like my favorite jazz album that she, like, that I've ever heard. And I love jazz music. Sade. Wow, The Quiet Storm. I love this. All right. And it says, it is time to sit and quiet and observe. Time to regenerate and gather your thoughts like the reclusive Sade. Find contentment in the quieter side of life. Enjoy your family and friends. Enjoy long walks in solitude, perhaps listening to the under the radar groove of Sade's first album, Diamond Life. Sade was never in a mad dash to return to the spotlight to remind people she's still here. She and the band create new music when enough life has happened and the muse of romance, heartbreak, and life itself lands to deliver new music. In song, there is the crescendo followed by the decrescendo. No one can be on all the time. Take time to listen and take time to rest. I love that energy. Sade is such a timeless classic. Selena. This was my all-time idol when I was a kid. Still is to this day. I always dressed like her, danced like her, like I knew all her music, still do. Her card represents solitude, peace, and contemplation. It says, show them what you're working with. Each of us has a deep river of talents, dreams, and inspirations to draw from. Whatever they may be, don't forget that each interest or talent you have is a gift and shouldn't be wasted on doubt, fear, or cynicism. Don't worry if your interest seems disconnected. Follow your excitement, whatever it leads, and build the bridge to your dreams and aspirations. Take time to research the subjects that you're passionate about, even if it may not give an immediate return on your investment. It's an investment into your soul's growth. Perhaps your excitement for your passion will rub off on someone else, and you'll become an inspiration that Selena was for her fans. I love this because it really does talk about the fact that, one, Selena wasn't just a musician. She was also a lot of other things. She had such an interest in fashion that she became a fashion designer. And a lot of the fashions that we think are popular now, Selena came out with in the 80s and 90s. And it's, came back around, and now these things are popular in 2020, 2021. So she actually had originated a lot of these styles, and that was her style. So it's very beautiful to see that they don't just talk about her music, but also her other talents as well. Sheila E. If you don't know who Sheila E. is, you are not old enough to be on my channel. No, I'm just all right. Sheila E. represents consistency, reliability, and commitment. Be as steady as a heartbeat with your effort. It's time to commit yourself to the matter at hand. Commitment and consistency are not glamorous, but they're the necessary key to longevity. Pull up any performance from Sheila E. and her band, and you'll see master musicianship, on point choreography, and joy and electric energy pouring out of every person on stage. This is not by accident or divine intervention, but by dedication, rehearsal, and accepting nothing but the best. All of the tireless effort is fueled by immense love of music. Tap into your passion, see in your mind what you want the finished product to look like or feel like, and make a commitment to yourself that you're going to be the baddest, most sickening, most kick-ass, fill in the blank you can be. I like that. Sheila E. was super dope. Very strong woman. Stevie Nicks, The Crossroads. And her card represents adventure, inner guidance, and fluidity. Interesting. Are you at a crossroads, finding yourself at the precipice of a big decision, not sure whether to leap or to stand back? Take a few deep breaths and ask yourself what your heart wants. It may not be practical, it may not guarantee success, but will it make you happy? I like that energy. Tina Turner. How could you have a female deck without Tina Turner? The Locomotive, number 41. She represents forward motion, persistence, and autonomy. And it says, though times presently or ahead may look difficult or bleak, trust that you are on the right path and keep moving forward. Inside of you is a core of energy and strength that no situation or person can diminish. Believe you are worth the struggle and worth the work that it takes to get to the other side. To keep your engine running, take time for maintenance and rest. Remember to find quiet time for yourself to recharge, meditate, chant, or go for a long walk in nature. Within Tina's life story, there's an incredible lesson that it is possible to emerge from darkness, to persist and continue in career and love. Decade after decade. This was really beautiful. And the picture looks just like her. I love it. Last but not least, how could you ever have a deck without Whitney Houston, The Gift? And this picture is amazing. I love it. This actually looks like they took it from her movie. I forgot. When they're sitting out by like the cabin, it looks like she has the same headband on and everything. Jacket. All right. Self-management, discernment, and caution. You have a unique set of gifts that are bestowed upon you and only you. And you owe it to yourself to cultivate those gifts, nourish them, and protect them, because no one else will do it for you. Take control of your destiny and take time to contemplate what is best for you. Beware of placing your gifts in untrustworthy hands, as there are those who might seek to profit from them, exploit them, or take control of them. If you're starting a solo project or pursuing a dream, there will come a point when others need to get involved for you to move forward. It is important to let others help you along your way, but don't let flying opinions overwhelm you, and don't let them set your pace. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what feels right to me? Our instincts are divine and are in place to help guide us in times of confusion or doubt. Check in with yourself and your gut. Let your light burn brightly and share those beautiful, unique gifts of yours with the world. Yeah, that was really, really beautiful. And it references where they got a lot of the information from these things. The artwork was done by Natalie Mertz. It was written by Natalie Mertz and edited by Lee Marino. All right. So then they just give you where you can locate the book, or, you know, the deck, all of that. This is a really beautiful deck, guys. I wouldn't use it for everyone. I do feel like this is a very specific deck, and I would kind of look at every card, the meaning of every card, before I actually used it, get very familiar with each individual, and then use it more as a deck that I wouldn't read the depictions, I don't think. I feel like I would come up with my own depictions of what they mean based on the singer and what I know of them, or the artist and what I know, and kind of the energy that they're trying to represent, along with the numbers that are represented by numerology. But outside of that, I think this is amazing. I feel like they did a great job. I love the artwork. I do love the depictions. Some of the book needs a little bit more editing, but outside of that, this is a really great deck. I love that this was very female woman empowering. Okay, so before we go, let me go ahead and pull one of these messages for you. First of all, okay. What message do you have for the collective? Messages for the collective. Oh, you got two. Aaliyah, the angel, and Annie Lennox, the empath. So we'll go back to that because I haven't fully gotten familiar with the deck, but here's the message for you guys. It is time to sit back and relax. Maybe there's something that you've been stressing over, focusing on, and how it will happen, and the win. This is a time to let it go and have faith that the matter that you are concerned with will resolve itself in time. From an early age, Aaliyah knew in her bones that she would become an entertainer and make it with a fierce amount of dedication and work behind her major success. She didn't dwell on the question of will I, but was steady on the grind to ensure that she was prepared for success when it came her way. There's nothing for you to stress about. Move forward in your day and trust that things you desire are on their way. So what you want is coming towards you. All right. And then you got the empath, which really, we talked about this. We read these two already. And this indicates that there's something here that you need to, some questions you need to ask to feel the room, feel the people around you, right? Have the ability to understand and share in the feelings of others. All right. Slow down and connect to the people around you is what the universe is trying to tell you. All right. All right, guys, if you watched all the way through this this video, I hope this was helpful for you. If you're interested in this deck, I will put the link below. Like I said, there is no payment. I'm not getting anything for this review. It was simply an honest review of this beautiful deck of oracle cards, and hopefully this was helpful for you, okay? All right, guys, peace, love, and blessings to you always. Bye-bye.